recording now.
Okay, so I probably shouldn't hold my face and kiss them. So when we do an intake exam, what we're just basically looking is kind of the overall health of the kitty. And so what we start with is we always start with a weight, just to make sure that they're gaining weight and they're getting enough to eat and all that good stuff. And this little guy is definitely gaining weight. And then typically we just kind of start at the head and we look in their ears, make sure there's nothing in the ears. And these look really good. And then we look at their cute little faces to make sure their eyes and nose are clear. And then we kind of always check their teeth. And then we're kind of checking for, this guy is really young, so we're not that worried about it. But in older kitties, we worry about tartar and gingivitis and decay and missing teeth and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we're looking for and checking to see if there's any sores or anything we need to worry about. And of course, he looks great because he's so young. And then we kind of check the whole body over and make sure that there's no missing hair or anything like that we need to be concerned about. And then we have to check their rear end. And especially for adult kitties, we check to make sure if they're male, if they're female. So if they're a female kitty, we'll go ahead and, not obviously in a kitten, but on an older kitty, we'll shave the belly and check for a space scar. And on these, we always check the rear end just to make sure there aren't any nasty worms or something back there. And then we listen to their heart, which of course my stethoscope's over there. And that way we're listening for heart murmurs and things like that. And again, on a kitten this age, don't expect to find anything. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right, Sebastian. And he sounds great. And that's what we do for an exam.
Thank you.
Head to toe. Alrighty.
Who are you and how are you affiliated with fostering?
My name's Kimberly Boggs. I'm a foster parent with the Regional Animal Services of King County.
What interested you in fostering?
I've always liked different animals, and I always hated to see them in the cages at the shelter, and I thought it would be, nice to be able to bring them home and let them live in a home environment.
How long have you been fostering?
We've been fostering for about a year and a half.
How did you become aware of these opportunities?
One day I visited the shelter there and saw that they offered an orientation to become a foster parent, and I thought that would be something interesting to do, so I filled out the paperwork and did everything to get that started.
What kind of animals have you fostered so far?
We have fostered kittens and adult cats as well as sick cats.
What's the youngest kitten you've had?
The youngest kittens we've had were 3 days old, but unfortunately they did not survive.
Is it difficult to lose a foster?
Yes, it is. It's sad that they didn't have a chance to live their life, and you mourn a little bit.
Who are you fostering now?
We're fostering a little month-and-a-half-old little boy kitten. His name is Sebastian, and he's a little ball of energy. And, he is very affectionate. And
how do you take care of the kittens and cats you foster?
Taking care of the kittens and cats, it depends on their age. Some kittens that are infants, we have to actually teach them how to use the litter box. Some of them are bottle fed, some eat on their own. Basically, you have to be their mom and give them, the love and the guidance that they need to be able to grow up.
What's different between fostering kittens and older cats?
The difference between fostering kittens and older cats, The kittens are very rambunctious and have a lot of energy, and the older cats have a tendency to be more calm with occasional spurts of energy, but they are more content to lay there and just be comfortable by themselves.
How often does your foster get checkups?
Our foster gets checkups anytime that the vet calls and says he needs to come in, or if he's showing signs of illness, we take him in.
Do you foster cats with medical issues?
Yes, we do. We foster cats with FIV, and we foster cats with neurological conditions, and we foster any type of cat regardless of what their needs may be.
Is there anything different in the care of these cats?
Depending on their illness, some might need special diets, some might need medication, some need more medical vet visits than the normal. But you just do what you need to do to give them a happy life.
What happens to the foster if you leave your home for an extended period?
Either they travel with you, or they can go back and stay at the shelter for the time that you are gone. Depends on where you're going and how long it's going to be.
What's the financial commitment for a foster?
On our part, there's really no financial unless we want to buy them special toys. The shelter does give everything that you need to give the care for the cat. They do the vet visits. They provide the litter box, the food, the medications if they need, toys, blankets, anything that you could think of. The shelter provides for these foster animals.
Do you find it difficult to return your fosters for adoption?
Yes, because you fall in love with each and every one of them, and I wish I could keep them all, but I know I'm getting them ready to go to a good home, and that helps by knowing that they're going to go to a good home.
Because I thought of something and I can't remember what. I'll cut this part out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the question completely, but I thought of something that I didn't write down.
Oh.
Do you have your own pets in the home?
Yes, we have an almost 5-year-old cat named Tipper, and he's the typical adult cat. He just likes to lay around and with the occasional spurts of energy, and he likes to sit on your lap and be pet.
How do your fosters interact with him?
Our little foster he loves him. He follows him around. He tries to jump on his tail and tries to play with him. Sometimes Tipper will play with him, and other times Tipper will just go away, or he'll make him go away, like pushing him away. But they get along pretty well.
What's the most rewarding part of the experience?
The unconditional love that they show back to you. That feels good, and to be able to see them grow up and become adult cats.
Okay, that's all my questions.